It's like your worst nightmare, you know? I've seen some wild stuff on acid, but this stuff, we're talking dark side of the moon.
Do you remember where you got it?
I don't really remember. I mean, he just had, you know, a mustache and brown hair.
Frank, if you want to have a cigarette, have a cigarette.
I promised Carolyn.
Well, if there's one thing we're supposed to be able to do around here, it's keep a secret.
Well, she has this idea that every day I smoke is another day I won't be around her and the kids.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm still single.
I apologize for the interruption, but the age of Aquarius is at hand.
No, Phil, this is not a security matter. Doctor.
Yesterday, the Arecibo telescope picked up a signal which appeared to be non-random and repeating.
Why wasn't I told about this yesterday?
We had to run a number of tests to rule out space noise, which we have. Now, based on early data, it may be coming from just outside our solar system, from a moving target.
Spaceship.
The sequencing seems to indicate that whatever it is, it's massive. Maybe the size of Mars. There are theories of a 10th planet in our solar system. Who knows?
Do you know how to interpret the message?
We're working on it. Oddly, on the surface, it appears to be a television signal.
Well, at least we know it doesn't come from an advanced civilization.
Exactly. We've been reducing the code to horizontal and vertical lines. We have about 20 seconds ready for playback. Nobody has seen it yet.
Can you play this back by yourself, Doctor?
Of course.
Gentlemen, please. Thank you.
Sorry. Now, this could look a little rough. It's going to need a great deal more processing, but... There's one other anomaly, Captain. Based on the trajectory of the signal source, whatever it is should be intersecting with Earth's orbit near the turn of the century.
The millennium.
I'll work up a briefing for the directors.
No, you report to me, and only to me. Is that clear?
Yes, of course. Captain, how can we keep something of this magnitude from the board?
This information is not relevant to their present-day efforts. They do not need to know, Doctor.
My name is John Lowengarth. I'm recording this because we may not live through the night. They're here, they're hostile, and powerful people don't want you to know. History as we know it is a lie.
Time passed and the country changed. It was the summer of love. Flower power, counterculture, anti-establishment, acid rock, free love. These were the buzzwords at the time. I moved through this strange world as a majestic undercover agent, working mostly with Juliet. Neither of us wanted anything from the other except for someone to share the pain. There were no strings in those days. It was the perfect 60s relationship.
His brother? Brown cubes?
No, man, sorry.
There he is.
Timothy Leary.
Mystics have long understood the truth of the inner mind. You can go beyond your ego, beyond yourself, and turn on to the cellular level of consciousness.
The mind
has no boundaries of its own. The first thunderbolt in the Precambrian mud is recorded right there, and so is the future of humanity. Think of this tool as a gateway to an ever-expanding consciousness. It is because it must be.
Professor Leary, can I ask you something? In private?
That's it for today.
Thanks, Professor. Peace, so far out.
You can go too.
Let's make it a threesome so we can really groove.
Hey, there's some really trippy brown acid going around. We could get some of that.
You don't want anything to do with the brown cubes. Everybody who takes them has a serious bummer.
We don't care.
Who are you two?
Call us concerned citizens.
Man has 15 billion brain cells, give or take. And I plan to spend my days searching them for illumination.
Look, if you want to fry your brain, that's your problem. But if you don't tell me what I want to know, you'll never flash that peace sign again.
You're sending out some bad vibes.
I'm just getting started.
We're gonna put the dealers selling the cubes out of business. That's why we're here.
What are you, acid cops?
We know that this stuff is more dangerous than LSD. And that somebody's making it bad on purpose.
Like the CIA, so my people will be afraid to turn on.
It's not the CIA.
My voyages have allowed me to see past the external to the clear light. Tell me your truth. I might help you.
This stuff is being made by an evil extraterrestrial intelligence. The reason people are having bad trips on it is that they're looking straight into the mind of hell.
You're speaking from direct experience. Your loss of ego is obvious. What do they want?
Their collective consciousness. They want to make us all just like them.
Like the establishment.
Exactly.
This completely blows my mind.
Okay, Frank, your chief security officer was just refused admittance into the science lab on your orders. Now, you can either accept my resignation, I'll go out and get a real job, or you can tell me what's going on. It's your choice.
You come to attention, get yourself under control.
Frank, I feel as if...
Captain! Now, Commander, I don't care about your feelings. There are no consequences. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
You will be briefed, Commander. Not because of some privilege, but because this organization needs you to conduct a very sensitive interrogation.
May I ask on who, sir?
It's talked with you before. We assume it may do so again.
Must be my lucky day. So listen, why don't you get your friend over there to do this? I mean, what are we paying his furry keister for anyway?
He serves another purpose in this particular experiment. We need to be able to brief the mammal we send in. That would be you. Any questions?
Yeah, this possible 10th planet you keep talking about. You sure you're just not dipping into this hive drug a little here, Doc?
Captain.
This is ultra-level priority information, Phil. If you don't think you can handle this task, I'll just pull Longard back in from the field.
That won't be necessary, Captain.
Okay, here I am. They sent me in here to talk to you because we got along so famously last time. Now look, I'm just gonna pull out the good old translation device and see if I can strike up a conversation with you about a TV show we just got. This is just to ensure we don't have any miscommunication. All right, Frank? It's going nuts in here, Frank! Experiment's over!
This is it?
All right, look, this could get out of control. You should split.
What can I do to help?
Well, the thing that the Hive fears most is people that think for themselves.
Question authority.
That's a start.
I'll spread the word. Power to the people.
Remember, Block wants this lab intact.
Jules, if I have to break a little glass to get the job done, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Rock and roll.
Yeah, you get a buzz out of that stuff. Hey, dude. Peace, man.
Hey, man. Word has it you got some brown cubes for a tasty price.
Hey, Bruce! You got a customer?
Public relations time.
Why don't you, take a load off?
All right. This stuff pretty good?
Pretty good. Oh, this stuff will take you places that you've never gone before.
Greetings and salutations, children. Who's come to see the Candyman on his magic bus?
That would be me. Hey, Bruce.
What's up, brother?
It's Seal!
Watch your
Sweet dreams, John Lowenguard.
Just go! Go on!
She threw the drug in my eyes. They're taking me inside.
Stay with me, John. Stay here. Stay with me. Come on, John. John, come on. Stay here. Don't go. John. John.
John?
Oh, am I glad to see you.
Are you back?
It's all true what the drug does. It plugged me straight into the hive mind, just like we thought. I know where he is, Jules. I saw him. My son. He's on their ship.
John, I'm sorry.
No. I'm gonna find him. And somehow, some way, I'm gonna save him.
Peace, man.
Peace.
Who are you now?
Manson? Charles Manson.
Call me Charlie.
come down, vision and hearing check out fine. The white blood count is slightly elevated, but that's probably a natural reaction considering what you've been through. How do you feel?
Like I'm ready to talk to Bach.
Sounds like brain damage to me.
Well, I will tell you one thing, John. This report of yours probably got you an A in creative writing.
What's not in there is that the Hive knows all about Majestic, inside and out.
So next time you see Steele, put enough bullets in him to kill him.
You don't understand. I'm talking about current projects here. Vietnam, RZ, projects long after Jim Steele went Hive. Now, this Hive compound, the brown cube, it's a two-way street. It allows the Hive to pick the brain of whoever takes it, but it lets us pick theirs too. Once I got over the initial fear, I was able to control the trip somewhat. And guess where I went? Inside the Hive mothership. Frank, they're keeping my son there. I saw it plain as day.
There's nothing we can do about that, John.
What about Project Intruder?
That's classified information.
Oh, come on. You don't think people talk around here? Now, the way I understand it is we've got a good shot at getting someone on that mothership. We just don't have a clue how to get them off.
You've been misinformed, John.
I'll be your guinea pig. I want to be your guinea pig, and if I can't get back home, well, that's my problem.
This obsession of yours is going to get you killed, you know that?
Well, then we both win on this one, right?
I take it you'd want to go right away.
Well, I'll go tonight if you can make it happen.
We are in a red alert security lockdown. This is not a drill. Repeat, we are in a red alert security lockdown.
Clearing him?
What's going on?
Routine patrol on B level found this in a trash can. Fingerprints wiped off. Go ahead, you tell me. We were culturing the influenza virus, and somebody stole a sample and scraped it into the Gray's air tank.
What are its chances?
Imagine injecting a human being with cancer cells. Frankly, we're talking about murder.
Doctor, our priority is to keep this creature alive long enough for Lone Guard to talk to it. It won't talk to Albano.
Criminy, Frank, I forgot and took my weapon in with me.
What makes you think it's going to talk with me?
It, just requested you.
This is the first I heard about all this myself, so I guess the hope is that you can tell me what he's saying.
Consumption of the Hive has assimilated my people. Because our histories are intermingled, the Hive will come for your world next. The method it uses to consume humanity will be completely unique to your race. When it arrives, make war on the Hive with all the energy at your disposal, or you will only know the peace of surrender.
Do you need us to play that back for you again, John?
No. Why did you pick me?
Your bloodline decides the outcome.
Get the emergency team in here.
Pressure. Okay, let's get prep ready to go. Maybe a crash kit right here.
He said that the Greys were here a long time ago. They were allies. This transmission is a warning to us about the Hive.
And now we've killed our last contact.
Human beings did not kill the Gray. There's no motive. It had to be a Hive.
Frank, that means they're inside.
Just when we thought it couldn't get any worse.
What now?
Humphrey just cleared the outside perimeter.
Keep him out.
Keep it out, Frank. Not only is he Vice President of the United States, but more importantly, he also happens to be a board member of Majestic.
Hubert, couldn't wait till Thursday.
We need to talk privately. I hear things, Frank. What's going on down here?
No, business as usual. Who are you hearing things from?
You're not the only one who has his sources. Damn it, Bach. Something's happening around here, something major, and I know it. Now, your job may be to lie to other people, but our charter directs you to brief the board fully and completely.
Which I'm going to do in the board meeting on Thursday.
And I will spend every waking hour in this facility from now until then, going from room to room, showing each employee a copy of the charter and ordering them to tell me what you people are up to.
All right, Hubert, you win. There is something big going on.
Then let's hear it.
Project Intruder is go.
Good God. You're actually going to put a man inside the mothership?
One of our field agents, John Loengard, has volunteered.
That's a suicide mission.
He's a very brave man, and we will miss him.
All right, listen up. Item number 1. As of this moment, Project Intruder is a go for this time tomorrow night. Agent Loengard has volunteered for this duty. He'll be backed up by Agent Stewart. In the next 24 hours, either get out of their way or help them out. I think we all know that the success of this mission could possibly speed up our ultimate victory by years, perhaps even a decade.
I don't want to give Bach a chance to change his mind.
Or yourself.
Item number 2. It's time to drink up again. I think you all know the drill. Doctor?
This is a milk-based, pH-enhanced solution. If you've been compromised, you'll be crawling out of your skin within 5 minutes. If that's your case, we'll do our best to perform a successful ART on you.
This process will be repeated in each department within the hour. Everybody drinks, including Commander Albano.
Bottoms up.
Let's start with what you know about abduction.
Well, I know that they're not random. And rumor has it that we can predict them with accuracy.
Does it have anything to do with that high genetics lab we broke up in LA?
Precisely. Based on data gathered there, the hive appears to have traced 3 specific human bloodlines to their prehistoric origins. It's macabre how they did it.
How?
Grave robbing. DNA samples taken from around the world. A matrix was then constructed of compatible hosts.
A hive hit list.
An outrageously specific one. We've noticed that key ancestors are being abducted following specific patterns. Now, this information, coupled with the radio surveillance, can actually predict abductions with a 95% accuracy.
So we can translate the hive language now?
Not with fluency, but passively.
So, Doctor, where do I fit in?
There are 3 abductions. North America, Peru, Middle East, we believe will happen tomorrow night. You will be replacing a high-profile target in Southern California. Now, based on the depositions of several hundred abductees, once aboard the saucer, you will be shuttled out of Earth's orbit and into space, where you will then be transferred into an examination area inside the hive mothership.
Kim said that it was 0G.
Recent reports, however, of reduced gravity. Frankly, we're not sure.
So how will John know where to go?
Let me show you what we have so far. Beyond the docking stations and exam areas, we believe a series of narrow corridors connect vertically to a topside complex of unknown function. If you're looking for your son, start there.
That's it? You're sending him up with that?
They wanted me to wait. I'm the one who wants to go now.
Why don't you two take a few minutes?
How can you go into something you know almost nothing about?
So the next person who goes will have better information.
Good point. And you'll be dead.
Step aside, Dan. Pivot for me, Loengard. Back again. Now, you don't have a lot of time, Loengard, so pay attention. Do not activate the camera until you wake up. We do not want any traceable signals being emitted until you're mobile. If you like living, neither do you.
Got it.
Probably gonna want to complain to your mommy about what comes next, Loengard, but you do not go up unless I okay you. Do you understand that, Loengard?
You know, Dr. Sagan warned me about you, Sergeant Linson.
Sagan's a panty waist. Have you eaten anything in the last 4 hours, Lawn Guard?
I already had a full blood panel when I got back from San Francisco.
That's not the problem. I don't want you throwing up in my workshop.
You related to Bach? I'll tell you, Frank, I don't know if the purpose of all this is to make me want to leave Earth, but it's working.
Remember, John, these controls are from the original Roswell wreckage. You only need subtle movements to operate them. In space, there is no opposing force.
If I can't read the control panel, how do I know when I'm upright?
Your orientation is not nearly as important as your course. Use the star chart to fix a celestial navigation point. From there, you should be able to plot your path back to Earth using rudimentary astronomical guideposts.
Translation, Little Dipper, got it. Okay. Ah, there she is. Home sweet home. Wait a minute, what about re-entry?
We have theories, John, but no facts. I'm sorry.
Well, don't be. Give me theories, okay?
We think that the hand-console connection allows a direct electrical input to and from the brain.
In other words, if I think about re-entry, it'll do the work?
Between Roswell and Wichita, we never got a full control board. There's a lot of blanks we're filling in here. Bring us home the real thing, John. We'll build our own after that.
What do you think the chances are of me pulling this off?
Getting you up onto the mothership has a better than 80% probability. Getting you back, God only knows.
You believe in God?
I believe in science.
To ask you to get out of bed. This is a matter of national security. You're in imminent danger, and we are here to save you.
Ronnie, what in the world is going on?
Well, Nancy, let's just do what they say. Oh, you're the ones that came by when I saw that UFO during the campaign. It's okay, Cookie. They're with the government. We can trust them.
Well, that's very nice, sir. If you'll follow these gentlemen, we have a helicopter waiting.
Oh.
Right this way, sir.
Where are you fellas stationed?
That's classified, sir. Get your code.
All right, it's clean. You can bring in the circus.
Inside is a high stimulant concentration that works on time release. Feel that bump? Crush the pellet's zinc casing immediately before abduction. Hopefully this will overcome the new paralyzing agent they employ.
So then I wake up on board the ship.
That's the plan. We're done here, John.
Thanks, Carl.
Oh, we have power.
Need anything?
I just don't want anything to happen to Juliet.
I don't want the wife. The governor has the bloodline.
So why are you letting me go through with this, Frank?
I get something out of it, too.
I expect nothing less.
I just want to let you know that if it was my kid, I'd do the same thing.
Look, Frank, If I come back Hive, take me out. Don't trust anyone else. Do it yourself.
Good luck.
Do you remember the first time we met? You were gonna testify before the Warren Commission? Hi.
Remember? How could I forget? Woke up on the floor buck naked, a voice like Mickey Mouse and two Justice Department agents checking my pulse.
Well, blind dates are always rough.
No kidding.
How come you and Kim never got married?
We have to do this right now.
You have a better time.
No, the truth is, I asked her, and she said no. Let's not talk about the past, okay?
Why not? It's all we have left.
Jules, whatever happens,
Me too.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming to this meeting tonight. We hope to reward you with the most extraordinary television program in world history. Recent developments have allowed us to accelerate Project Intruder. At 1:45 a.m., agents Loengard and Stewart were abducted. Based on the normal course of events, we hope to establish contact at any moment.
You've got these agents wired.
It's the same technology we used on the Apollo program.
How on earth are you possibly going to retrieve those two?
There's obviously a certain amount of risk, but both have signed all the appropriate waivers.
Excuse me, gentlemen, we are receiving a signal. Go ahead and transmit now.
That's Agent Stewart. The camera's attached to Agent Loengard's flight suit.
Jules, it's John. I don't know if you can hear me, but it worked. God. Why did you grab onto me? There's nothing I can do for you right now. Okay. It's gonna be all right. They can't implant you. You're not compatible. I'll be back. We don't end here.
It's coming.
We've lost transmission. What happened?
Dr. Sagan, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the room, but keep us posted if there's any changes.
Good look at it.
Gentlemen, I know how we all feel. But the history of war is the history of individuals sacrificing their lives so that thousands could live. If it turns out that we lose Agent Loneguard and Stewart tonight, they will become martyrs to our cause, but our cause continues.
Anything else you want to tell us about how we're doing in that cause, Frank? Anything at all?
I think we have enough to think about tonight, Hubert.
What about this?
What is that?
This is a memo written to you by Dr. Sagan about a transmission received by Majestic from outer space. There are some pretty big concepts in here, too. 10th planet, 3,600-year orbit.
It's all conjecture.
Maybe it is. But when were you going to tell us about it? And what about the fact that the only living alien in the custody of this organization died 2 days ago?
I didn't hear.
When were you going to tell us about that?
That's a great line.
Gentlemen, we hired him. We can fire him too.
Damn it, Henry, this is not a political debate.
I have to agree with him. Henry, the cards are on the table.
Bobby, you gotta help me out on this one.
Problem is, I'm compromised. Let's see how the vote comes out.
I'm ready to call the question. Mr. Humphrey's motion removes me from operational authority of Majestic. Security Chief Albano would serve as interim officer. Since the motion concerns me, I will not have a vote. Voting yes means you agree with my removal. Voting no means you disagree and vote for my continuance. Is there any questions? Mr. Humphrey, it's your motion.
I vote yes. Mr. Paley?
No.
Dr. Teller?
Yes.
Dr. Brzezinski?
Yes.
General Twining?
Absolutely not.
Senator Kennedy?
Abstain.
Governor Rockefeller?
Yes.
Mr. Bush?
No.
Commander Poindexter?
No.
Mr. Dulles?
Not in this lifetime.
Professor Kissinger?
Yes.
Well, gentlemen, seems we have a tie. 5 yes, 5 no. 1 abstention. Senator Kennedy, you're free to change your abstention to a yes or no. What's your feeling?
I would like to change my vote. I honor my brother's dream for this country by casting my vote to curb your abuse of power and expel you from this organization.
Gentlemen, I accept your assignment of duty. Captain Bach?
These guards are to escort you to a holding area while the board debates your disposition.
You know what Loneguard said when he went on the ship? If I come back high, Frank, I want you to kill me. Man had strength. Always looked me right in the eye.
The man is dead.
I'll be joining him, huh?
The board is predictably uneasy about killing you.
Politicians have their own agendas. That's why you killed the Gray, isn't it?
He was a threat. He knew of things humans should not know.
When did they get to you?
They didn't. Phil Albano went to them.
You drank enough of that pH seltzer to turn a ganglion inside out.
Move, counter move. Cellular implantation is just phase 1. It's all computer chips now, Frank. Wave of the future. By the millennium, when the 10th planet arrives, we'll be in everything. Man and machine.
I guess I'll just have to take your word on that.
They want to know how you got here, Father.
Father? You can't be my son.
I come from your bloodline.
You should only be 2 years old.
I'm growing much faster than you. They have plans for me.
My God, you have your mother's eyes. What have they done to you?
They're taking good care of me. They're my friends.
I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna take you back home.
This is my home.
No, it's not. They've lied to you.
You can't leave. They won't let you. But we can play until I have to go. He can play with me. Don't make them hurt you, Father.
They're gonna hurt me, all right. Look, you're gonna have to make a choice. You either stay here with them, or you go with your dad.
Dad.
Okay, we're gonna walk out of here together. Real slow. Okay?
Since taking my son's hand 30 years ago, I have learned that all endings carry in them the seeds of new beginnings. That I am able to tell you my story today is proof that hope is alive, even on this eve of the new millennium. Do not be afraid. The fight for humanity demands your courage.